Matt, many people are talking about the Oscars that came on.
Oh, yeah.
And they're disappointed with Chris Rock and his performance. They felt he was attempting to placate to the liberal audience that was there about racial issues and racism. And many felt that he should recognize those African Americans of the past who have been recognized. But I would say Chris Rock's duty was to host the show, and it's not his duty to recognize those from the past. It is the Oscars' duty to recognize those who are doing great performances in film today. And so he did exactly what he should have did, let them know the world is uncomfortable with these old white guys who picked the Oscar winners, continue to do so. And shameful Stacey Dash. That sister is continuously trying to embarrass her own people, and she's embarrassing herself.
I know what she was doing there, but that whole bit with her where she's trying to get people to feel better for her when she was talking about a Black History Month and how we should avoid that, and everybody, every race should just be interested in America. She was trying to be funny. I said on the air, you should have never showed up. That was ridiculous. I like her, and she's a good conservative. But Rock, this nonsense, he was making black people sound stupid, and he was acting like a gangster. This guy's worth tens of millions of dollars. It's ridiculous. Why don't we speak positively? And by the way, all these people make far more money than you and I can make.
Now, Matt,
it's ridiculous to act like a gangster.
Now, Matt, let me clean you up real quick.
Sure.
Because one, Chris Rock didn't make black people look stupid. He might have made himself look unbecoming, but certainly not black people.
Oh, he did.
Secondly, if he's looking like a gangster, the original gangster in America is the white man. Let's tell the truth about that. And thirdly, sir, if it is the duty of Stacey Dash to remind folks of black history, what good? She's a beautiful sister.
Sure.
And she's intelligent in her own way.
Why do we need a month?
What good does it do to have a brilliant black head disconnected from a black body? And when you say, why do we need a month? I agree with you. We don't need a month. We need an everyday black history because you all have lied about history.
Why don't you act like,
You've lied about history.
Why don't you act like you got a backbone? And why don't you act like you're successful? Why do you keep going backwards? Why does Chris Rock go backwards? Why does he interview some guy that looks like a hoop, a gangster? Why not interview the successful one?
Well, let me ask you a question. America's leading gangster today is Donald Trump. And secondly, you say, why did we look back? If I was a Jewish young man, would you ever tell me why did we look back and remember and teach our people never forget?
But look at where they are today.
But remember though, you don't tell Jewish people to never look back, but you'll tell us to forget.
You can have a history, same with black people, but let's look at the successful black Americans.
And why don't we for once tell the true history of the white man in America?
Quanell.
Oh, we've never told that history. We've never told the history.
Sure we have.
What about when we use black babies in Florida as alligator bait? Let's tell that story.
Why don't you talk about what's going on today?
And why don't we talk about Thomas Jefferson raping little black kids, and he was the president of this country, and he raped little black
children? And why don't you say that we've come a long way, and we changed, and we're better?
We haven't come far enough. Let's tell the truth about history for once.
I've come far enough.